I think like one of my favorite things about this band is that we've always kind of just like made our own path, like, full steam ahead, you know? And like we have a great team of people throughout the years too, and like great advice from people, but like we very rarely take it, you know? And like there's just something fun about like just like bowl through the china shop. Like, let's just make noise and hopefully something comes from it later, you know?
Welcome to Why Music Matters, a podcast where we examine the power and influence that music can wield in our lives. I'm your host, musician, and music journalist, Jeff Miers. Recording today's episode was a real treat for me. Having Alex Khoury, Cody Tarbox, Seth Bykowski, and Colin Gray, who are known collectively as Witty Tarbox, in the studio with me, with instruments in hand and plenty of stories to tell. Felt like one of those cool, spontaneous backyard hangs around the fire pit. A moment you didn't see coming, but that arrived with an air of familiarity. Like we've all been here before, even though we just met. As you'll hear, these four musicians are a band of brothers. A group of guys who found their musical tribe when they met each other and allowed a unique, rootsy, rustic, and rockin sound to develop organically. They come from different backgrounds and possess widely varied skill sets. But when they lock in together, something magical that is well beyond the sum of its parts emerges. The band recently traveled to the fabled Dreamland recording studios just outside Woodstock, New York, to track what became their new album, Midnight Sun. We talked about that experience, and the guys performed some of the material that emerged from those sessions live here at 678 Main Studios. What ended up happening became one of my favorite episodes of the podcast to date. So make yourself comfortable, pour yourself a cold one if you're so inclined, and come hang with us for a little while. Welcome to Why Music Matters, Witty Tarbox. Hey everybody, welcome to Why Music Matters. I'm your host, musician, music journalist, music nerd, Jeff Miers. Woo! Checks on its way, guys. Thank you. Today's episode is a special one. This is kind of overdue, but I'm really happy to have the gang from Witty Tarbox with me here today. We actually kind of just met in person, but I've known about these guys for a while and have wanted to get them on here. So welcome. So here we go.
Yeah.
We've got Alex.
Thank you.
We've got Cody. We've got Seth. And we've got Colin. We got the whole band.
Yeah.
So welcome, Witty Tarbox gang. I am a fan, and I think this is timely because you guys just put out a record.
Yeah, for sure.
Midnight Sun, which we definitely want to talk about because you recorded it in a place that is, aptly named. I mean, This is a legendary studio where a lot of powerful music has been made.
Yeah.
So why don't we start there? Talk about this, going to the Hudson Valley and getting out of Buffalo and making a record.
Yeah. Alex, I think you kind of spearheaded getting there.
Right, yeah.
This was you?
Yeah.
Does this fall under the, this is a terrible idea, let's do it thing?
It's up there.
You know, we got into working normal jobs, and we would schlep into the practice space, and everyone was kind of bringing work with them. I just thought, you know what if we can go away somewhere far away where we wouldn't worry about work. We can go and just think about music and hang out. And this place came up and called them up, and they had availability because every other normal band that's not psychos like us is touring.
Right.
So they're like, yeah, we're wide open August. I was like, all right. So we made it happen. And it was just a great experience. I don't think we've ever done anything like that before. I mean, just to cram it in 3 days, and
3 days.
It was fun.
There's something about that, right? Because here you are, you know, a lot of people don't know anything about this. Like I came out of the 90s, and when we made records, you went to a studio and blocked it out, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
And now, home recording is amazing, but anyone can record, and you can get great results out of that.
Oh, for sure.
This is a different deal.
Yeah. I think we always struggled multi-tracking a little bit. Like it kind of like felt like it pulled like the soul out of our music.
Is it because you feel like you're a live band at heart?
Yeah, exactly. So like a big part of it, like logistically, was trying to figure out how to capture that for this new album. You know what I mean? Because like I don't know. I'm sure you're the same way. You go back and listen to the stuff that you made previously, and you're kind of like, oh. Yeah, wish I did this differently, or like this kind of sounds like
always.
Yeah, it sounds like it's in the box a little.
Right? Yeah. So we're like, all right, let's. And
I'm not trying to make pop music here.
Exactly. Yeah. And we had like 3 days. I think the original idea was like to go hit like a single. We had like a couple demos that we kind of went in with, and our workflow just worked so well that we just kept going and going and be like, all right, let's do another song while we're here. Let's do another song. And the engineer was like, oh, like you guys want to take a break? Like maybe you should take a half a day or something like that. We're just like, no, like we're here. Like,
we're here.
We're paying money. Like we got songs. Like let's keep going. And I think it drove him a little nuts because he's like, usually bands come in, we take a day or two off in between, and then come back to it with the fresh year.
Yeah, first 3 days are for drum sounds.
Right. Yeah. And we're like, well, we got 3 days. Like we're gonna get as much as we can out of this experience. And I think we left with like 9 songs, and then 8 ended up on the album.
Well, I'm confused. It's Dreamland, right? Not Dreamville.
Yeah,
Dreamville is like Tom Petty associated thing.
That's the next spot we want to go to.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, me too, man. Call me. I'll tag along.
Yeah, Tom, if you're watching, let us know.
Cheers, brother. This place is amazing, though. I mean, if any, check it out. Google it or whatever. There's beautiful photos, but this is a building that has some resonance. Like, did you guys crash there too? I know that.
Yeah, right at the bottom of the hill.
There was like a little house we stayed in. The church was the studio, and it was like we had 3 days of 10-hour sessions. So we, like Cody was saying, he was like, do you guys want to like break for lunch? We're like, we have 30 hours here. Like we're like, let's just go,
The $200 shit.
Yeah. We're making jokes like,
couldn't even take a shit.
I have to go to the bathroom, but it's like
if you have to take a shit, you're paying us $200,
on the clock.
So and then we're recording for 10 hours. And then we'd have to go back to the house and listen to all the takes and be like, which one do we want to work with for the rest of the 3 days?
Right.
So it was really it was more like 15 or 16-hour days or something, and then sleep, wake up, go right back. So, yeah.
I mean, there's something awesome about that, though.
Yeah, it was so fun.
Like,
it's an experience. It's not like you clocked in for a few hours and
exactly. Yeah.
Go home and
and you're in it. Like you're in it. You're in it. Like I know like we've tracked like locally and stuff before, but like
there's great studios in Buffalo.
Oh, awesome studios. Yeah. It's just like I feel like we're so like ADHD in our head, like we got to pull ourselves out of this like life we have here and like go empty nest somewhere.
It's true because if you're here, it's just here creeps into it.
It does.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
I got to check my email.
We go to the Pink after this and get in a drink. Like you're already kind of in that mindset in the studio.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Yeah. Still hurts.
To walk down to the bottom of the hill at the end of the night and you just stay in it, and we wake up and make some coffee and we just walk up the hill. We're in it for 3 days.
Yeah.
And then I also did want to touch on the limitations too of the tape machines.
Yes.
So they had a Struder, I think, which was out of service at the time, but then he had a 16 track, what was it? Ikai. It was like a MTR-90. It was a 16 track, and he's like, you know, we have the 16 track. Are you cool? We're gonna have to make some compromises to make it happen. It was cool. Like, we just kind of mixed everything down. He mixed everything from the board, and we just fit it all on 16 tracks. And I don't know, we thought, like, if the Beatles could do it on 4, like, why do we need 100 tracks to make a record? So usually what bands do too is they buy the reels.
Right.
And the reels are expensive. So
especially now.
What we did was they had the house reel that was there, and there was a half-hour limit. So we would take each song until the tape ran out. And I think we left that in on a couple of the songs. It'll just cut off. But then we would listen back, and we would take, okay, however many takes we could fit in that half hour, and then we'd pick one and be like, okay, that's the take. And it just kind of helped us work efficiently. And we also we had the eye contact, even though we had our amps in different rooms. It was just, we could get it. Even if we were off in sync. So there was no, like, it was just there.
It was live.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but it was
a lot more fun.
It was fun.
With you.
It was a lot of fun.
We're at a show.
Eye contact is hugely, you know.
Yeah.
Especially when we're going in with demos and barely written songs, you know.
Right. I mean, these songs were all fresh, right?
Yeah. Like, I remember at Nowhere, we finished writing, like, the first night we got there. We, like, sat down on the couch at, like, 11:30 p.m. Like, all right, we got the studio in, like, 6 hours. Let's, like, figure this out, you know?
That's awesome.
And Whippoorwill.
Yeah, Alex was still scratching lyrics, like, in the vocal booth with his guitar, like, Cody, come in here. Like, how's this verse look, you know?
Well, there's something about that, though, that, you know, you can think there's so many albums that, you know, have that vibe to them.
Yeah.
You know, like, Exile on Main Street comes to mind. You know?
Right.
You can tell, like, it's not rough, but it's not overly polished, right? So
it's raw.
It's raw, so it's got, you know, some soul to it.
Right, yeah.
You know?
Which I think, I don't know, I might get a lot of hate for this, but, like, I think multi-track and Pro Tools, like, just pulls the life out.
It certainly can.
You know,
I mean,
like,
you know, there's exceptions to every rule. But for what you guys are doing, which has like an organic kind of earthiness to it, you want that in it.
Yeah, we want the mistakes, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I want to hear the valves opening up on the saxophone. Like, I don't want that mixed out, you know? Like, and I think the way Alex kind of figured all this out and set it up, like, was just, like, the perfect way for us to just go there and get exactly what we wanted with 3 days, you know?
Yeah, we went the night before we set up, and then the drums are always the longest, you know, the hardest thing to get right. So he pretty much, Colin picked out a kit. He just looked on the website. He's like, okay, I want this. And we're like, okay. So he had it all set up. We got in there late. There was like 2 flipped over semis on the way down. We got there at like 11:30 p.m. and we ran into sound check. And I mean, having that little sound check though, and just running through it, and then going to sleep, waking up, we were just 10 a.m. We're like, let's freaking go.
It was also just magical hearing that room for the first time.
That's
into the room, getting that sound.
Because that room definitely has sound.
It's something else. I mean, I was kind of put into one of the booths.
Yeah.
So I didn't get quite that aspect on the sax.
Yeah.
But even still, just hearing it and being a part of it all at the same time, that sound is something else. There's
all that
seriously magical about that place.
All that natural reverb, right? I mean, those high ceilings and everything.
It's huge.
Yeah, Alex really wanted that on the drum tracks, and I think it sounds really cool.
It does.
The room,
the
drums.
But now we're stuck because, like, how do you go back from that? You know, now we gotta do every album that way at that place. You know,
right?
Yeah, I know.
So good.
The regret is that we didn't have more
Next
time.
album's on an iPhone. That's it.
It has been done.
It has.
Right.
Successfully too. You know.
Yeah. Crazy.
I don't understand how that works. They're like winning Grammys in their bedroom. You know.
And again, I don't want to be judgy, but it just depends what you're trying to do.
Exactly.
You know
Yeah. Because like for us, it's like a hobby as well. You know, like we like going to these cool places that are like have history in the music industry and talking to the people there, and like it's just like a really cool experience for us as well. Like I feel like some people would take like an all-inclusive vacation to like somewhere and chill on the beach, but like we just want to go to like a historic music studio. And
it's amazing,
music, you know.
And everybody from Mo to Pat Metheny has been in that room. You know what I mean?
Long list.
Yeah. And there's a lot of wood in that room. Wood has resonance. I believe that.
Right.
It's like the echoes of people who've already been there,
Yeah. Yeah, you can still hear their music reverberating
Yeah, right.
off the walls, you know,
It's good reverb.
Right, yeah.
Endless. Well, I think that translated into the sound of the record in a really noticeable way, you know, where it has this vibe that's consistent throughout it. Even though you guys, you know, it's where I don't like genre names all that much. They always seem like they narrow it down.
Yeah.
Is it indie? I guess because you're an independent band.
Right. Yeah.
Is it? You know, there's surf guitar. There's, you know, but there's also like really strong chorus hooks that, dare I say, you know, pop.
Yeah.
Right,
No, for
yeah.
sure.
Classic
Absolutely.
pop.
It's like stadium garage rock.
Yeah.
It's something I've been like throwing around in my head.
I love
lately.
it. Stadium
'Cause
garage.
It's got like those stadium like hooks, but like it sounds like we're in a garage, like hanging out with our friends, you know?
Yeah.
It's like a perfect like mix of that. But we don't really like music to us is like a sandbox or like a playground.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to be stuck to one thing. Like sometimes like we want, like Alex wants to sing in Spanish, and like we want to like hit different like rhythms for like Southern American rhythms.
Why wouldn't you?
Why?
It's all there.
Right.
You know? If you, yeah, sandbox is a good way, or, you know, a set of crayons, whatever.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah. Like I want the 64 pack of crayons, you know, not like the 6-pack.
Well, I want to get into some of the, you know, the roots of the band, but one thing I have to say is that the sax adds such a cool color to what's happening here, because it's somewhat unexpected.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
But it freaking works. Like, and it's, again, it elevates this to, I don't know, something else. It makes it tougher to pigeonhole, I think, which is, to me, really a good thing.
Right. Yeah.
You know, but what about that concept? The instrumentation is cool, you know?
Yeah. I think saxophone should be used a lot more in music. It's
Yeah.
one of my favorite instruments.
I mean, it's like, it's not something in quote rock that often. And if it is, I don't always like how it's used in rock.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Yeah, I'm a big
Respect
fan
everybody,
of,
but
big fan of funk music myself. So like I always loved having horn lines and stuff.
Yeah.
And when we first
Dude,
started,
I'm with you.
we didn't have Seth, but we had him sit in like all the time. And eventually we were just like, yo, you
That's
play
how it
like
grew.
90% of our shows. Like,
you're pretty much in the band, bro.
Already in it without being in it. And then they all took me to a wine cellar, and we're like, all right, hey, you're in the band.
Now let's have another drink.
All right, it's time. So, but yeah, I mean, I grew up playing all different styles of music.
Right.
I mean,
You went to Berkeley.
Yeah, went through elementary school, high school, Berkeley. I was only
What year
Berkeley
were you-
for a
years were
short,
you at Berkeley?
short amount of time. I was there from 2008 to 2010.
Okay.
I was
Just
only
missed
there
my
for a
son
short
who
period
went
of
there
time.
too.
Really, I feel like
That's the goal, right?
Right. Yeah, that's the idea. It's so expensive. But really, I feel like I learned a lot more there just from jamming in the practice spaces with all.
It was all the shedding,
students.
right?
Yeah, it's just going around playing with anybody. I mean, when you're going down into the practice spaces and you got a clarinet on one side, a fiddle on the other side, an accordion on the other side over there, myself on sax, I got piano player, there's a cello player. Like, we had every instrument you can imagine. Guy busted out his Iwi.
Love
Like,
it.
It was just insanity, but it all somehow came together. It was like a mix between every genre you can think of, but it somehow worked. But then you're finding all these new ideas and you're taking things from everybody else and giving to everybody else. And I think that's one of the biggest things that motivates me is music is the universal language. I mean, you can speak music anywhere, you know? So,
and the cool thing about Berkeley too is you're meeting people from everywhere.
Exactly.
Completely different life than you lived.
Exactly. And I mean, even getting into it, I dabbled into one of the classes. It was an Indian solfege class. You're getting into quarter tones. And I'm like, I am not used to this, you know, like going from the normalized, westernized music theory to that was just.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it's cool, like hearing it and getting used to it. But my ears are like, oh, that's just a flat.
Yeah.
You know, like
it's not how it's thought of in that context.
So yeah. But it's just cool how you can really take all those concepts and pull everything together, and having all of our different backgrounds and being able to pull that all together and making a unique sound and bringing that sax into something that normally isn't there.
Yeah.
You know, stuff like that.
I love it. Yeah. And it seems like maybe in a way the Berkeley experience is like help prepare you for that.
Oh yeah.
Because
that's how I progressed so far in improvisation. I mean, a lot of what I do is improvisation. Almost every show is like I'm making up just a new part.
Hell yeah.
That's the best part. Like every show should be different. So people have something to look forward to. I don't want to be that band that plays the written solo every single time I go on stage. Like, yeah, it's cool. For some people, certain bands, like, yeah, I want to hear that exact
right. It's something iconic that's totally composed. Fine,
but, yeah, and there's certain parts that are, but there's got to be something, some kind of flavor, some kind of spice.
Yeah,
go from jalapeno to habanero. Go to habanero to Carolina Reaper. Let's make it real spicy.
Nice. I'm loving the hot sauce metaphors.
It's funny. I think when we picked up Colin, we were like kind of like an indie surf band, and then me and him had a night where we were kind of hanging out at first, and we were listening to Snarky Puppy in his car.
Amazing.
And I was like, "Oh, you like this kind of music too?" And I was like, "Yeah." So we like kind of like you could tell like through our discography, like as we're like meeting each other and like listening to music together, how it like influences what we're doing, And same with like what Seth was just saying, and like his whole background, and like how it translated into like this new album, all the different genres and just like improv that we do. I think it really kind of brings our sound together as like a whole. Like,
yeah, because it's really cohesive, even though
it's all over.
It's going, yeah. It's like the good kind of mess as a compliment, like, oh yeah,
organized chaos.
We're all enjoying it too. Like when we talk about it, the interesting thing is, we'll each be hearing something completely different. You'll be like, oh, this sounds like this one Snarky Puppy song. And I'll be like, dude, this is like Funhouse from the Stooges.
Nice.
And like, we're all hearing things. You're like, oh, really? They're like, you hear that? It's like, but like, we just put it all together and it all works. So everyone's vibing, but we're like, it's amazing.
Somebody's hearing TVI, somebody's hearing, I love that.
Like a producer's nightmare,
Yeah. Well, it depends on the producer, I guess.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, they want to tell you to, pick your lane and stay in it. Yeah. What does that have to do with music? That's marketing.
Right. I think like one of my favorite things about this band is that we've always kind of just like made our own path, full steam ahead, And like we have a great team of people throughout the years too, and like great advice from people, but like we very rarely take it, And like there's just something fun about like just like bowl through the china shop. And like let's just make noise and hopefully something comes from it later,
I mean, I think a lot of the artists, probably all of us, that was their approach.
Right. Yeah.
It's what made them iconoclastic. Like they're just gonna do what they do.
Right.
For sure.
And if the A&R man happens to be in the studio, it's like, whatever, dude,
Right, yeah.
You're not in the band. Go over there.
Yeah, I think we sent like an email once. This was like years ago, so I don't remember a lot of the details, but we were trying to we wrote this song Moving Pictures, and we're like, oh, this is like kind of like a pop like hook song. Like maybe we can like get this in like a commercial or something, And we sent it to some like marketing people, and they listened to the record, and they were like, there's like none of these songs are the same. Like, we can't do anything with this. We're like, oh, okay.
And you
thanks for responding.
But instead, we were like, let's go more that direction.
Man, and God bless you for that.
Yeah.
People have been hearing that forever, though, because, the goal of that side of the industry is to homogenize stuff so it's easier to sell.
Right, yeah.
Every song on your album should sound different.
I think so, yeah. I mean, especially if you're trying to tell a story and like.
You ever heard of the White Album, dumbass?
Right, yeah. Like the music I think we grew up listening to, like I'm a huge album guy. Like I understand like the significance of a single and like, how you can use it.
It's
to, like,
all cool.
But like when I listen to music, I want to put on an album, like listen to it front to start. I want to be taken for a ride, like take me through this, use that instrument, then take it away for the rest of the album. Like I love when songs like will bring in like an instrument for like a bridge, and that's the only time you hear it. You're like, ah, shit, I didn't even know they had a piano player, but like, that was fucking beautiful, like, and I don't know. I think that's always just been something that's like inspired me and why we're so confident in taking our own path.
Yeah.
With stuff, because it's like, I've been watching people do this my whole life.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean we can't do that?
And it used to be a lot more common.
Right. Yeah. Because now it's like, oh, you got to go make some TikToks and stuff, and we're like, I want to make music.
Life's short, man. I think life's a little too short. That's just my opinion, though. For plenty of people that works.
Right.
That's cool.
Like, I'm sure we'd have a career in music if we listened to those people.
Yeah, I know. Totally. But would it be what you wanted?
Right, yeah. At the end of the day, you got to be happy with what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we can all proudly say that we are very happy with what we're doing.
that's a good place to be. Mm-hmm. That's how I define success, for sure. But what about the roots of all this? Like coming up, how did everybody get into music?
So I actually, funny enough, in like 4th grade, I wanted to play saxophone, but I didn't know how to read music, which of course nobody knew. We were in 4th grade, but it like terrified me. And I was like, oh, well, drums, you don't have to know how to read music, which was also not right.
It's actually harder to read in my opinion.
So I picked the drums.
You got to read rhythms. Oh, no.
Yeah. And then, so I picked the drums, just stuck with those. And then I met Alex in Fredonia. We knew each other there. And then a little bit after college, they had booked a gig without a drummer. And
classic bad idea.
And he messaged me, and I didn't have a job at the time. And I was like, you give me like $50, I'll play as many shows as you want. Totally. And now we're here.
I know you'd show up with a 24-pack of free blue lights. Play them down next
there
to
you
the
go. There's your payment.
Yeah. And in the beginning, I was like viewed myself as like a hired gun. So I'm like, tell me what you want me to do. Like I'll just play whatever kind of music you want to play. And then as we started playing more shows, and I kind of was like, getting more comfortable with the guys, and I knew Alex before, but not like super close or anything. And I started being like, well, like, can we like do some stuff that I like sometimes, too? Like,
yeah, I'm not the new guy anymore.
Yeah.
Like, all right, we got to start listening to Colin a little bit. He's going to do a couple shows now.
It's only fair.
But then I found out he listens to Snarky Puppy, and I was like, all right, sick.
Yeah,
let's do it,
I remember that night we were basically just getting together and practicing, and we're like, oh, we should probably like try to get to know each other. We went out to a bar to have some drinks, and on the way, played Snarky Puppy, and he was like, oh, I love these guys. I was like, wait, you like these guys? This is awesome. Can we do some stuff like this?
Like probably not, but we can try for sure.
Yeah, but I mean, just if that's in the conversation, something interesting's going to happen.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just to like open our minds to that, because it's like weird when you like play with musicians but don't really know them, or like like what they like even, because they just show up and do their job, Yeah. So I think it's always good too to like go out to a bar and have a drink, and what are you listening to? Like, what do you like? And then you find out like maybe there's more in common there than you originally thought,
Yeah, because band has to be a tribe too, right?
Exactly.
So everybody's like, what are you into? I mean, speaking of Fredonia, that's what brought me to Buffalo was Fredonia. I went there and met people from Buffalo and got asked to join, a band from Buffalo people. This was a couple years ago, 1990. But anyway, those are still my best friends.
Yeah.
Oh,
awesome. We were a band and touring and doing, going for it for 13 years.
Oh, that's awesome.
But that's what I mean, it's so significant because the roots you're putting down when you're getting to know each other and bonding through music. It's the best shit in life,
It is, yeah.
Absolutely.
It's a dragon. Like,
yeah,
we're just constantly chasing that.
Totally.
I think like getting back on the road would be awesome for us, and just getting back into those experiences of it too. It's easier said than done, like these days, but I think that's like the ultimate goal is that we all quit our day job, buy a van, just hit the road, play coffee shops or whatever.
That, and also you guys should be playing festivals. I mean,
I would love that.
And I know you're on Borderland this year, right?
Yes.
Yep.
That's
on Sunday. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. It'll be fun.
And that, for anyone who doesn't know, if you're listening outside of Buffalo, this is our biggest, by far, homegrown festival here. 7th year coming up.
Yeah. Yeah, we played the first year.
Yeah.
And it was unbelievable. Like, for a first-year festival, like, you don't know what to expect.
I know.
Like, then you go see that, and you're like, holy shit, like,
this can happen.
On the map. Yeah. Like, let's do it.
It's because the conception was correct from the beginning.
Right,
Jen, I'm sure. Yeah, so...
Yeah, the right people involved.
These are good people. Yeah. And you guys belong there. It's scary.
Yeah. Jack White. I'm pretty sure.
Jack White and the Pixies and together. Like, okay. Amazing, Jen.
Yeah, shout out to whoever put that together because I'm sure that wasn't easy, but it's going to be like the coolest show.
Alabama Shakes. There's so much.
Right, yeah.
And that diversity is really good for our area because that's a Buffalo thing. Among other cities, Austin, New Orleans, whatever. We got that here.
Yeah, for sure.
Nobody knows.
Right. Yeah. I think like at one point we were like the second most toured city like in the country. I remember hearing that like
it's amazing.
Probably a while ago, but I don't know if it's still like that. But
well, you know, some people skip us, whatever.
Yeah, it's their problem.
We're seven. I can find a show 7 nights a week that I want to go to, often 2.
Yeah, like
sometimes 5. You know,
exactly. It's 2 in the same night. You know?
Exactly, all the time. But anyway, I don't mean to digress. I've had a lot of caffeine today. What I wanted to say was like you guys, I feel really strongly that getting you guys out in front of festival audiences would be huge for you.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Because that's the ultimate goal, I think.
Yeah. You've got an open-minded fan base in front of you. They're gonna dig what you do because it's such an interesting blend of stuff.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
And memorable. Like they can hear the tunes once and they're going to be driving home going, that fucking song's in my head. You know? That's cool.
Yeah. That's
and it's rare.
Yeah.
You know,
nothing's like hearing people like sing lyrics back, you know, it's like just,
it's the best.
It's pretty wild.
Yeah.
You see that.
It's like, wow, I wrote this on like the inside of a PBR 12 pack with a Sharpie marker. And now someone's like screaming it at me from the crowd.
Like, should hang on to that, man.
It might be gone.
In 25 years, it'll be worth something on eBay.
I don't think we realized the significance of what we were doing early on, you know?
No one does.
Yeah, right. I think like my girlfriend has more like merchandise for my band than I do, honestly, at this point.
That's cool.
Which I'm glad she has it all because it's like cool to look at. But
it is. It's cool.
Know, I'm like, oh yeah, we did play that. Like,
it's a record of your time, you know?
Right, yeah.
But what about you, like background?
So
why are you doing this? Why are you a musician?
Man, I wanted to be a guitar player really bad. My grandma took me to Limelight Music in East Aurora when I was probably like 10 years old and bought me a guitar. And I remember coming home, I got a brother and sister, and they were both like, what, you got a guitar? That's sick. Like, I want a guitar. So then she had to go buy like everyone a guitar.
Excellent.
So now we got 3 guitar players and no bass player, you know? So as like the youngest sibling, I kind of got pushed into like
bass.
Yeah, you know? So, and then I just like completely fell in love with it because I have a big like hip hop background too. Yeah. I love like old school 90s hip hop.
Excellent. Me too.
Yeah, you know, like put it on like Dr. Dre's The Chronic and like playing along with it and stuff. Like,
God, those records sound good today still.
They hold up for sure.
Big time.
And then I got a little into like production as well. And like I was working with like Buffalo hip hop artists and making beats and stuff like that. And then, someone told me there was this like band in Fredonia that needed a bass player. So like I drove out there and played with Alex and our buddy Skylar and some friends. And we ended up kind of just clicking right away. And for like, honestly, I don't see myself as a musician as much as like I know what sounds good. I can like curate sound really well, you know, but like trying to actually play it is a little bit tough for me. I've really got to practice compared to some people, you know.
That doesn't show. I mean, the bass is a hugely prominent part of what's happening in the band.
See, that's good to hear.
It is.
Well, because like, you know, I like playing with like Alex, like his ear, like he's just so gifted with like so many instruments and like all that stuff. So awesome, like at first it's like intimidating, you know. I'm like, dude, I know a couple scales on bass. Let's make it work, you know. But I think I've just worked really hard over the years to kind of like get like level up in that sense, and I just like really fell in love with it. And yeah, like playing with them just felt so good and right, and I just like never looked back, kind of thing, you know.
Awesome. Yeah, if I can interject for 1 second, the fact that you have to bridge me and Alex, who both kind of do whatever we want, is your great bassist. Because we'll be improvising and I'll be like thinking like, oh, I'm gonna do this like weird kind of fill. And Alex will be, you know, I don't know, maybe all of a sudden he's like, let's change the chord structure at the same time. And you're right there in between, you're keeping it together, you know?
Oh, yeah, no, for sure. Like when I say that, I mean more so of like my internal dialogue, you know?
Yeah.
Of like, I'm always just like I watch like Victor Wooten play bass, you know? And I'm like, oh, I can't fucking do that.
Most of us are mortal.
Right, exactly, yeah, you know? Because like a lot of my bass player friends are like stupid talented too, you know? And they're like,
there's a lot of great bass players in Buffalo, yeah.
Right, yeah. Like even your son Declan, like amazing bass player, you know? And I felt like I never really fit in with like that vein. So I just like I said, like made my own path with it. And
well, it's awesome. It's really foundation and rooted the music, you know, in a powerful way. People should listen to this record, man. It's everywhere you stream. Can people buy a physical copy?
Not yet.
But they will be able to?
Yeah, we're hoping to get vinyl.
I hate to push people to Spotify.
Yeah, right.
Fuckers.
It's everything.
Music sounds better.
If you want to buy it.
Wait a minute. Are we on Spotify? Joe, that might be an edit.
Nah, they know they suck.
Whoops.
It's all robots now. I think the staff quit.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
It took us a month to get our lyrics on there.
Oh, it's
the guys, where are the lyrics? I don't know. I submitted them.
Oh man.
I'm like, I was arguing with the robots. You have the text threads.
Yeah, he was on with support, trying to get like all of our stuff. Like
this happened to me with DistroKid.
Yeah, that's what we use. Yeah, and we were getting emails of like the transcripts of like Alex like just fighting with.
There's no person.
Yeah,
they got me a person, and they give you like 1 minute to respond after they finally give you a person. They're like, oh, I'm sorry, the request timed out. And I responded, and they were like, I'm sorry, how would you like to repeat that request? And it started all over the beginning. I was like, and they have it all. Then it got emailed to us, the whole thread, and these two are laughing. They're like, did you read the thread?
So funny. Maybe we'll post it or something someday.
Welcome to 2026. But anyway, this record would sound great on vinyl.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do for sure. Yeah. I mean, we'll probably take a pretty decent hit on it, but I think it's worth it. Like, because the people who really enjoy like listening to music that way, like they deserve like that on vinyl.
Totally.
Like, the way we recorded it, the way we went about it and approached it, I think it would be really, really solid on wax.
I think it sounds like it's made for it.
Right. Yeah. Like we almost should have recorded to like a master vinyl. You know,
how cool would that be? Got to be like King Gizzard and buy your own lathe and everything and just do it all yourself. Right?
The Australians are doing it right.
Right. I mean, they're putting out like 20 albums a year. You know?
That's insane.
How do you keep up with that? You know?
Crazy.
Rock and roll's so strong down there. Look up like Sydney or Melbourne.
Australia, yeah.
They're like, man, they got like people our age and they're just like playing rock shows in tight leather pants. It's like, I'm like, it's wild. We got to get down there.
That's crazy. There's a hunger for it, man. A lot of psychedelic rock coming out of Australia. It's great.
Yeah.
I think there's like a revival of rock coming too. I think like the whole like DJ production thing is getting a little stale to people. I've been noticing a lot in like the local shows and like, you know, going to Jackrabbit and stuff like that. And I don't know, like when a rock band's on and they're doing really good, like you can see it in people's face.
There's no question. It just went, it's just that it went underground again, from where it came. Yeah. It's not going to be top 40.
No,
rarely.
Sure. Yeah.
That's
until our next record.
That's right. That's right. And soon it will be. At present, it is not. Well, would you guys play some stuff from the record for us?
Oh, absolutely.
Sure. Yeah.
That would be killer.
Together.
We'll take 2 minutes and get the gear in here.
Yeah, cool. Do it.
We get a special in-studio performance from Witty Tarbox.
All right. So this one's called Whippoorwill. And it's a song about a guy named Willie who drowns in the lake. And,
What lake?
Any lake.
Yeah.
And the girl takes all of his money and, runs away.
Willie's gone, don't know why. Nobody knows why the whippoorwill cries. Stagecoach girl, soon to wed, found her way into Willie's bed. Yeah, baby ain't a coming back. Do 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 do. The soon-to-be bride set out on the lake for the ride of his life. Willie fell over, baby knows best. Said what he meant and now he's dead. Now baby's all dressed in black. Cause Willie, honey, Willie ain't a coming back. And after service, they chalk it up to a heart attack. Oh, baby, took the cash and she went out west.
Yeah.
Woo! Thank you.
You guys want to go into Nowhere?
Sure.
You can tell the backstory on that one.
Oh yeah. In college, I went to school for English. Fredonia. Yeah.
Me too.
I wanted to go for music, and I was too scared to audition because
That's exactly what I did.
Yeah. So I went for English because I liked reading books. And it was really great because a lot of my classes were like, "Hey, just like read these books." So it was cool. But anyways, I started writing a book when I was in college. I never finished it, but we kind of usually do like concept-y albums. Yeah. And so I would be like, "Let's use my book. Use this book I never finished," which we never really did. But this song we based off the beginning of the book, and we kind of wrote the lyrics together based off the first like couple chapters that I sent to him.
Amazing. So it's a novel or fiction? Or?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I never finished it, but
now it's a song.
Yeah, it's a song.
Yeah. You know, we like finished writing that one. I think Cody mentioned that like night one of the studio. And we called it Nowhere because it was the title of the chapter, but it was also like the song's going freaking nowhere. We can't figure it out. Like, are we even going to put it on the album?
Yeah,
we can't erase this song.
Yeah.
Stuck.
Okay, ready?
Swallowed by the toad, free of worry or woe. Mama, I could see ghosts inside those white picket poles, and I'm working to take out a load. Another me right off the boat. Of all who call this circus home. I may be nowhere, but I know what I know now. You can find me somewhere 6 feet in the ground. Oh, I may be nowhere, but no, you're still out there. 'Cause I may be nowhere, but I'm still around. I'm nature's son, I won't be long. I find my way out under that midnight sun. Under that midnight sun. Until the dawn. In pedal circle the road, free falling, tumble and roll. Oh mama, I am the ghost, just drifting as the curtains close. Remember when we were young, underneath that midnight sun, we danced around and found our way back home. I may be nowhere, but I know what I know now. You can find me somewhere 6 feet in the ground. Oh, I may be nowhere, but no, you're still out there. 'Cause I may be nowhere, but I'm still around. I'm nature's son, I won't be long. I find my way out under that midnight sun. Under that midnight sun. Under that midnight sun. Under that midnight sun.
That's a cooker too, man.
Yeah. Holy Cadillac?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
When I was a young man, I spent my time in the streets, and I played with harlots, and then I found prison. And I said, hey, hey, I shook that hill, broke the chains, and I had my fill. River child and a crunch on me, a little bit better than it used to be. Said, hey, hey, I shook that hill, broke the chains, and I had my fill. The river child and a crunch on me, a little bit better than it used to be. Getting higher and higher. Me my chain on a lonesome track. I said you can't go forward, I said you're looking back. If I tried and it couldn't break me, 'cause the devil couldn't hold the Lord set free. Getting higher and higher, yeah. And I said, hey, hey, I shook the hill, broke the chains, and I let my fill. River tried and it couldn't drown me, a little bit better than it used to be. Said, hey, hey, I shook the hill, broke the chains, and I had my fill. River tried and it couldn't drown me, a little bit better than it used to be. Getting higher and higher. Pick it up. Yeah, here we go. Flying now, baby. Boots full of money and I don't slow down. Oh, be pumping like a merry-go-round, yeah. On my chest and I still breathe, but the devil couldn't hold the Lord set free. Dead on that hill. Woo! Getting higher and higher.
That's awesome.
Thank you, man.
Oh, yeah. Well, thank you for being here. What do you want to play us out with?
Okay.
I think we're going to play Last Call.
Last call.
Last call.
This is a
Witty
song.
Tarbox, everybody.
Me and Alex had this night where we had a fork in the road, like many do at a night out, you know. We're like, either we're going to go absolutely crazy, balls to the walls, and have a night, or we're going to go home and, like, you know, just like hang out and play music.
Yeah.
And as we were making that decision, we were driving back to my apartment, and this car pulled out in front of us in Allentown, and they were blasting music and twerking on top of their car. And we were like, all right, that's our sign to have a crazy night, I guess. So,
I love you, Buffalo.
right. Yeah. Never change, Buffalo. And then, yeah, we just had this crazy night and went back to my apartment at like 4 a.m. and scribbled some lyrics, and it turned into this.
We woke up the next morning. We could not piece the night back together. The apartment was trashed, and there was a prosthetic leg in the middle of the living room.
There was a prosthetic leg in the living room.
One of those nights.
One of those nights.
One of many.
All right.
Tiger wasn't in the room, was it?
It might as well have been, you know?
Rolling in the bathroom stall, ATM and all the cash withdrawal. One more drink for the lady in pink. scarlet dog, collar me and let me be your dog. Pins and needles and a fentanyl crawl. Entertain us so we don't go home. Walks like an animal and she talks like a beast, yeah. Psycho and cynical, so cold, can't let go. I said cast your spell. Come say hello, dance with me, girl. So, then I can't let go. With the mouth like that, tension teeth, so with the face like that. Then I sneak, she purrs like a cat, walks like a beast. Now drag that drink on over to me. Pull up, slap, light, both said, boy, you're trying hot tonight. One more stop, a little China wine. We love polo, we like fight. Walking like an animal and she talks like a beast, yeah. Psycho and cynical, so cold, can't let go. I said cast your spell. Come say hello, dance with me, girl. So, then I can't let go. Said cast your spell. Come say hello, dance with me, girl. So, then I can't let go. Hold me close, you little dancer. I wanna be crawling up your legs, a little dancer. Dance with me, girl. So, then I can't let go. Say cast yourself. Come say hello. Dance with me, girl. So, then I can't let go. Woo! So, then I can't let go. Go. Hold me close, a little dancer. I wanna be crawling up your legs, a little dancer. Walks like an animal, walking like an animal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jeff.
Flat picking work out there at the end. Beautiful. Today's episode of Why Music Matters is brought to you by 42 North Brewing Company. 42 North believes in listening locally and drinking locally. If you're out at a live music venue, ask for 42 North. And if you're a venue owner, you might want to think about adding 42 North to your lineup of taps. And maybe I'll see you out there at a gig. If so, maybe I'll buy you a 42 North Borderland or a Day Trekker. First one's on me.